This was the chant overheard by some, not all, attendees at the University of Arizona's basketball game in Tucson, a game in which the Cougars upset the Wildcats 96-95.
BYU fans who have been great on the channel, both mine and yours, they're not their typical cheerful selves right now, right? Yeah. A little bit upset with some stuff going on. Arizona with some explicit chants going on.
When that choice 4-letter word is thrown out amongst a whole slew of BYU fans who are predominantly members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and that word is thrown out with Mormon, which they don't even go by, but it's F the Mormons was the message that Arizona fans gave to them. Immediately the response from BYU, this is in football and basketball and baseball and any sport, is, hey, where did we become okay with religious discrimination?
This has been the talk of the town. Let's get into it. So look, it was a fiery contest. And the handshake line even proved that at the very end, when players from opposing teams had to be separated from one another. Mihajlo Boskovic, a 6'10 center from Serbia, would taunt Wildcat fans as they went to their respective dressing rooms after the affair. Many pointed to, though, Caleb Love and Mawat Mag as they traded barbs. Other members of the Cougars jumped in to talk smack to Love, who honestly received a ton of criticism online after all this. That's when players from both squads got between those doing the talking. It goes without saying, there was a horrendous missed call. Towards the end of the game, I believe there was about 36? It was a terrible, terrible missed call, where it should have been an and one for Arizona. I know that there is a gray area with the continuation rule, but it was awful. I could not believe what I saw. Thus, in the aftermath, University of Arizona Athletic Director Desiree Ford Francois released this statement. Following tonight's men's basketball game, it was brought to our attention that an unacceptable chant occurred. On behalf of the University of Arizona Athletic Department, we apologize to BYU, their student athletes, coaches, and fans. The chant is not reflective of who we are and should not have happened. So Brigham Young, located in Utah, a school that has produced Steve Young, Jimmer Fredette, Danny Ainge, Jim McMahon, Johnny Miller, and many others, told CNN the behavior from opposing fans have crossed a line, they said. They'd add, and I quote, there are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints outside of Utah. Hey guys, quick break in the action. I have a new show coming out called The Rick Strom Show. It is going to be awesome. I'm interviewing musicians, athletes, producers, writers, journalists, authors, sports doctors. Go check it out at youtube.com/@TheRickStromShow. Also be sure to throw me a follow on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. It can all be found in the description box below. Thank you. Like the Arizona game, this has become a common occurrence this year. This video is from December when BYU visited Providence to take on the Friars. The athletic director at Providence also weighed in. I want to apologize to BYU men's basketball, their coaches, and institution for unacceptable chants by our student body tonight. Once it was brought to my attention, I went to the student body and had them stop. That does not represent who Providence College is and what we stand for. We are sorry. BYU's statement on the most recent event would continue. We would hope that more people could see that disparaging someone's religion crosses that line. There have been a few highly publicized chants at our road games over the past few years, but really, we hear these types of things often with a variety of our teams in a variety of venues. It goes on. We understand that us having to hear some bad words is a small consideration when viewed in the wide landscape of issues in our country or even in college athletics right now. However, we also believe that words really do matter, and we believe that we, as a society, should examine anywhere we can eliminate prejudice and hate. While we'll never be able to control the amount of negativity we experience at a road game, we can always control the amount of positivity that we strive to share. Thus, in an article titled, "On Second Thought, if fans want to chant obscenities at BYU games, let them." The Salt Lake Tribune's Gordon Monson would write this: "Let fans of teams playing BYU chant whatever they want. That's right. If they are moved to scream vulgarities aimed at those darn Mormons, regardless of whether or not those darn Mormons are BYU fans, it might be news to some of these less enlightened chanters that not all Latter-day Saints are, in fact, Cougar fans, on account of the fact that we're just talking sports here, not debating eternal truths. Then let them do it. Let it rip. Scream away all the night long." He adds, "Contrary to what Reed Francois said, let the people reveal by what they do and shout who they really are. That does more harm to them than any kind of weak apology that has no real effect." The next paragraph, though, of his article would read as follows: "And since BYU likes to use its sports teams to spread the good word to fans and viewers who might not know much about the faith, this is an effective way to draw attention to it, to get people curious about it, if not to completely familiarize everyone with the religion." I understand his point. I don't think it's an effective one. What I think, personally, is... number one, don't do this. I think that's very obvious to state. I've heard the argument over and over, what if it was F the Jews? What if it was F the Muslims? First off, you think we haven't heard this stuff? Do you think I haven't seen a man who is basically the acting president of the United States give a Heil Hitler during the inauguration? You think I don't see Steve Bannon doing a Heil Hitler at CPAC? So let me be clear. We've seen this stuff. For the most part, it just rolls off our backs. But that goes without saying. This should be condemned widely. This is the easiest point to make. Okay? When it gets to this stage in sports, I have to say it. As an objective member of the media, you can be a fan, okay? Be a fan. But there is that line, all right, that should not be crossed. It never should. Now, with that being said, excuse me, here's my other thought about this, all right? When he says this is a great learning opportunity, sure. I think there's a reason why those people, the select few, this is not even hundreds of people. I would say it's about 10 to 20 in an arena that fills thousands. I would say they're doing this for a particular reason. Number one, they have seen how a certain decree of religion has been used as a tool that they are vehemently against, or they're just being childish. You would have to go ask them. But is it a learning opportunity? I don't know. I'm not totally sure if it's a learning opportunity because I think some of them have their minds made up. But if it is, I guess I would ask, start educating. Put out more pieces about how being Mormon is great. Or what you could do is go see the Book of Mormon. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.